Alright, hey there X-Wing fans and welcome back to Hexout Gaming. I'm Scott and I've got a match for you here today between Nick and Connor. Let's get a look at those lists. Nick's flying Ezra, Lowhhrick, and Poe. Connor's got Daredevil, Bossk, and Captain Nim. So, how do these lists match up? Ezra is the stress bot Ezra. Going to be throwing stress at whatever it gets shots at, looking to get into range 1 to get that snapshot off. Lowhhrick is going to be using selflessness and his ability to...
Yeah, go ahead and start.
Oop, we're going to start time.
Time starts now!
Alright, 70 minutes started. So Lowhhrick's going to be looking to help get rid of some damage, and Poe's going to be Poe. Going to be regenning, keeping that focus around. Connor, on the other hand, has Bossk, Daredevil Bossk, so he's going to be doing U-turns. Got Mangler Cannon to give him the crit for his ability. Lots Razi to eat stress. Tactician to dole out stress. Nim with tons of thermal detonators to give out more stress. Got Trajectory Simulator to put bombs 5 in front of him. Dorsal turret, not the strongest turret, but still going to give him range 2 shots outside of his arc. And harpoon missiles. Long range scanners, so we can get that target lock early on. So it looks like these players headed right towards each other. Connor opts to put the target lock on Ezra. So here comes Poe in the rear. So we'll see what Nick opts to do next turn. Let's go ahead and get bets started here. So if you're watching live, you can always bet on these matches. If you'd like to place a bet, it's !bet. Then the bet ID is 0 for Nick, 1 for Connor. And then the amount of credits, 100 being the max. So we're dialing it in here. Looks like we almost done here. Connor's gonna think about this a little bit more. Might see these rebels turn in and go to Bossk, although so we might not see Bossk, Daredevil. That'll probably depend on Ezra and where it ends up, because you don't want to stress yourself with Daredevil and then take a shot from Ezra. So Lowhhrick with a 1 forward, gonna play it safe. Still not in range for a bomb, probably. Ezra gonna keep slow rolling. Nick doing a good job of range management. You know, he wants to be right outside of bomb range and then probably shoot past it or turn in. So here comes Bossk with a 2. Now, does he turn in to get his Mangler facing? Yeah, he's just going to focus. I'll give him options next turn. He might just shoot past these rocks and then Daredevil around him. No, he's only got a 3 forward, I think. So here comes Nim, putting himself into a better position for the harpoon and the bomb next turn. And Poe's in a weird position. He could use black 1 to get rid of the target lock on Ezra, but he's got no room to boost.
That was pretty clever, man. Good thing I fell for it. Now you have a shot.
So Poe's looking for that target lock on Nim. Doesn't have the range. Doesn't really have any other options. He's looking for a shot into Bossk. Looks like he has it from this angle. Yep, he's gonna have it. Two hits from Poe. Gonna spend it, take one. Harpoon from Nim into Ezra. Three hits and a crit into Ezra.
Nice.
One evade, so he's gonna have to figure what he does with Lowhhrick to spread that damage. Shaken Pilot on Ezra. It looks like Lowhhrick focused. Double checking that range. Shaken Pilot here. Let's just take a look at that. So during the planning phase, you cannot be assigned straight maneuvers, so probably know which way these guys are going next turn. So Bossk's looking for his shot. Probably wants to use his Mangler cannon, so he's just trying to figure out whether to do it at Poe or Lowhhrick. Oh, range 3 into Ezra. He's got Dengar, he's got one crit. Just one. And he's got the evade. So Ezra shooting into Nim, stresses him with the bot. Two hits, no evades. Two more shields. Two shields off the Nim.
Bossk has one shield off and now he's got two. Let's shoot Bossk.
Alright, Lowhhrick into Bossk. Looks like a hit crit into Bossk. And two shields. So back to dials we go. So, do we see Bossk try and two-turn in? I think that's red.
Yeah, I wanted to
Definitely going to see Nim trajectory simulate a bomb into the middle of this. He might even just shoot forward and hope for a bump. You have to do it really carefully though, because he doesn't want to. Well, he might want to relieve that stress. course, if he's going to bump, then it doesn't really matter. So we might do slower move to relieve that stress. It's probably better that he negate one attack. Ooh. Jurinar with the subscription. Wow. Thank you so much. I don't know why that didn't play. Oh. Nope. Let me turn that down real quick. Let me stop the music. Because we need to celebrate that. There we go. Thank you for the Prime subscription. Really appreciate it. You know what? Also, Vamp Diesel, thanks for the follow. Alright, so here we go. Looks like a slow roll from Bossk. Never mind. I can't read from that far away. 4 straight, and we'll see. Maybe he'll turn in here? He's definitely going to do it. Yeah, here comes the Daredevil Bossk. Get himself prepared for the next turn. He's in prime location for a 3 hard. And he's got side arc for the rest of these ships. Lowhhrick's still got a shot into him, it looks like. Oh, here we go. 5 from Nim to throw the bomb. Oh, it's going to hit Ezra and Lowhhrick. Oh. Jury. The jury's out. Thank you for the follow. Look at that thermal detonator. That's going to be a guaranteed damage on 2 of those ships. I don't think there's anywhere that Poe's going to go to get away from it. Oh boy. Papa Roach on the radio. Alright, so looking for a 4 maneuver, I think. You're going to see if it goes by. It doesn't look like it. No, it's definitely bumping, which is fine. Oh. I mean, the bump, well, it actually doesn't stop him from getting a shot from Ezra. Ezra wasn't going to get a shot anyway. So it just means Nim doesn't get any mods, so Lowhhrick can get a range 1 shot. Oh, Shaken Pilot goes away. So let's make note of that. So Poe doesn't really have anywhere to go. He's going to attempt to boost. He's still going to be in range 1. He just wants to get away from Bossk, probably. Yeah. He'll make it. He'll get a an extra evade dice for that rock. Oh wow, somebody must have hosted me. Suddenly, the viewership skyrocketed. I apologize to everybody for the darkness of the stream. I decided to stream next to the window instead of under all the lights. Rookie mistake.
No. With a friendly ship at range 1 hit line sight, may discard. So it happens many times there.
I think we're reading something.
I triggered that.
So you have to discard that one?
Didn't realize you had to discard selflessness. Take a look at that. Yeah, when one friendly ship at range 1 is hit by an attack, you may discard this card. Yep. We get that out of the way so we can see these results. That's 1 shield on Poe. One hit from Bossk, evaded, and Tactician assigns another stress. Looks like Ezra took a damage from that bomb. Looks like maybe that shot was into Lowhhrick. So he took 1 damage from the bomb, 1 damage from that last shot. And Poe's at 1 from that bomb. Okay, there we go. Bossk's on 3. And Nim took 1, so he's down to 2 shields. Alright. Too busy being fancy with the showing off the EPT. Missed all the action. Alright. Dialed it in here. There's a lot of stress going on that Rebel team, and that is going to work very well for Bossk. Bossk is in a ideal position here. He's going to 3 hard around that rock. He'll have to hold on to his stress. Nick just taking a look at Trajectory Simulator. Let's go back to that overview, see what he's looking at. Might be thinking about Genius. Because if Ezra and Lowhhrick look to turn... Yeah, there's not really a good place that's safe here. That bomb could be behind Nim right now. We could have...
Simultaneous. So, all right. What do we got?
Sorry, I had to step away for a second.
Yes, that's what the third one is. I was looking at it.
But yeah, we could see... As Nim's moving last, I mean, he could just 2-bank. And Genius drop a thermal detonator. Gotta make sure he doesn't bump into Bossk, though. He doesn't want to get snapshot from Ezra either. Yeah, we could just see a some sort of 1-bank. Relieve that stress.
Connor, the Inquisitor, does he deny the guy the extra defense die?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You don't get the extra defense die. You're in 1.
Oh yeah, the Finral Inquisitor question.
I just gave that to you too. Sorry.
And we see... I bet it's a one bank out of Nim, but that's... Ezra's definitely going to snapshot him from the rear. Definitely going to see Poe regen here. Get rid of one of these stress. Hey, Sneaky Reaper. Thank you for the follow. So, Ezra's going to go first. Oh, wow. Yeah, she doesn't care about the... Ezra doesn't care about the stress. So, not going to get any snapshots there. Rolls for the debris, gets a hit, so safe. Nick's saying Ezra doesn't care about that stress. Makes sense. Sneaky Reaper in the chat saying, I follow all the X-Wing I can. Look, let me feel special, okay?
Jesus, God. You're making straws there, brother.
Hey,
you feel special.
You pay attention to that, okay? Alright, yep, gonna relieve the stress. So we could see another Daredevil. I think Daredevil is a maneuver, so even if it bumps, it doesn't matter. Nope, going for the focus. Decion, is X-Wing the only event I stream? I've done 40k before. I don't play 40k, so it didn't go over too well. But I'd be willing to do it again. Some of the people play Legion around here, so that's a possibility. But this is the game I understand most. Nope, never played War Machine. This is the only miniatures game I play. Jesus. Nick, just keep it separated.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'll make sure I got the Kana instead.
I don't want to influence the game.
Is he harassing the streamer?
He is.
Oh, yeah.
Slow play.
He's trying to get
Again.
tips. Yeah, slow play from the regen player. Oh, green maneuver out of Poe. Who'd have thought it? Just putting that rock wherever he wants. It's fine.
Make sure you're not on the camera. This is a family-friendly event. Okay, no Poe.
Alright, here comes Nim. 2 hits into Lowhhrick. Reinforce is going to make it 1. Oh, Lowhhrick took 2. Hold on. That was a damage card. Looks like 2 hits out of Bossk. Reinforce is going to make it 1. And Tactician's going to make it a stress. Down to 4 on Lowhhrick.
The only person who has a shot is Ezra.
And Nim is perfectly positioned to throw another bomb. Ezra's going to shoot into Nim from the back arc. Range 2 through a rock. And stress. 1 hit, 1 of 8. This is being played at Savannah Line Games in Savannah, Georgia. Alright, back to dials here. Figuring out where all the stress goes. So, tough place for these rebels. They're all facing the wrong direction. They've all got tons of stress. And the direction two of them are facing is a good place for a bomb to go. I mean, Nim could easily dial in a 2 bank to the left, maybe, and walk up Ingenious, or throw the bomb. It's just lots, so many options. Bossk's in a weird place because he's going to move before Nim, so he's going to have to bank if he doesn't want to bump.
Alright, so 19 is down to 2 home, right? Let's try 3 to 19.
And this stress is going to keep Poe from turning around. Of course, he wants to. Actually, he probably regened, so let's. Yeah, he's back to full. Of course. So he doesn't need to do it. Well, he doesn't need to do a green maneuver to regen, but he does need to get rid of that stress if he wants to Talon.
17 range 2, 19.
Nick going over his options, wondering where it all went wrong for him. Gives the thumbs up. So let's get to movement. Ezra, 1 bank. Just going to get that back arc pointed towards the scum here. Lowhhrick. Going to do a 3 forward. It's going to relieve that stress.
Hey, let's go for a weekend. Let's go for stress.
And there's the reinforced to the rear. He is perfectly placed to take a thermal detonator. I think Nim's used 1, and he's got 4. So here comes the bank out of Bossk. No mystery there. Probably got a range 3 Mangler shot at Ezra. Maybe not. He's going to go for the standard boost. And now he's definitely got that Mangler shot. Now let's see what Nim opted to do.
Fun part of 40K really is the model.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot. I mean, we'll probably see a 2 out of Poe and then maybe a bank to the left. Here's a 1 forward out of Nim. He's got another. Well, he's still stressed. He's got another harpoon, but he's got long range scanners, so he can't target lock at 1 to 2. Yep, here comes the 2 out of Poe.
I actually just start
And it looks like boost isn't even going to fit. Might be better to just target lock and. Oh, no, he's gonna attempt. And 1.0, there's no reason not to. He's got it. Still gonna be in range of that rock or that thermal. It's gonna be 1 for Lowhhrick and 1 for Poe. And a stress. Just a slow dissection of this rebel force. Looks like hit crit from Nim into Lowhhrick. He negates 1, takes a crit, direct hit. So down to 1. So Mangler, he's got 1 crit, 2 hits. Looks like 1 paint. That is it for Ezra. Oh. Yeah, just dealing the damage. So Ezra's out of the fight. That's 22 points on the board. So we're dialing it in. This is a tough position for Nick. It's already hard enough to turn these Wookiees around. Both of these scum ships are behind him. He's got a debris on one side and a stress token. It's going the right direction. But Nim's got 2 more bombs, and that ship can't reposition. So he's dead. Nim's gonna throw a rock or throw a thermal detonator, take that last hull. Comes a bank out of Bossk. Focus. Might have been better to boost there to get in range of Poe, but he's got 37 minutes to do that. So here comes the thermal throw. Maybe he's wondering if he wants to save it. KLF Squared says, we excited for 2.0? Those of us with smaller single faction collections are. Some of those with larger collections are a little wary of the money they might spend, but we're working on them. We're all excited about the changes. 3 hard turn out of Poe. Going to get him away from that bomb. He is stressed though. Right into range 3 of Bossk. So Lowhhrick's gone. So range 2 into Bossk. 2 hits.
Take care, man.
1 evade, and eats the stress with lots. I'm excited for this YV on the table, KLF Squared says. Absolutely, and Daredevil Bossk is super mean. This is a very stressful build, and lots keeps him alive as well. We just saw that. So range 2 Mangler shot from Bossk. We're going to Dengar those. We're going to focus and turn that one into a... Or that one is a crit. So evades 1, the crit turns to 2 hits. So Poe's down to Hull. Might see a 0 maneuver out of Bossk. What is Nim gonna do? Play a 3 bank. Kind of in a weird position with that debris. He could just go over it, honestly. Point his arc that way. He does have dorsal turret, but unlikely that Poe would end up within that range.
Those tokens fall out of your sleeve.
I know. The cards make
Looks like dials are down.
Somebody move.
That's my.
He doesn't use it.
Nick is just rolling in swag. He doesn't care. He'll just throw his swag here.
He's just dropping swag.
He finds himself in swag.
I did cons for 5 years until Maze actually gave me.
Alright, here goes Bossk. KLF Square says, I had Maul on Bossk, so I stopped like 3 turns in a row. Yep. Connor's a big fan of Maul on Bossk. It's a little expensive, but it is very fun. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
That's the
Oh, he said he didn't have this tournament kit.
He thought he didn't.
Awesome. He's gonna be very happy.
Yeah, I looked at it and I'm like, it says 2018 right on it.
So we thought we had an old kit, but we actually have the one we want. KLF Squared, thank you for following. Hopefully the biggest change GTFO brings... Sorry, I'm reading that. Hopefully the biggest change GTFO brings... Oh my god, I can't talk. Hopefully the biggest change 2.0 brings is a reinvigoration of the X-Wing community here. It's been a little dire. Yep, we do see that 0 maneuver out of Bossk. Turn from Nim. Here comes a boost from Poe. He's going to be at range 1. He might as well try and get out of that Mangler arc. But it doesn't look like he succeeded. He will get a range 1 shot of his own. So Poe, 4 dice. Looks like 4 hits. Nothing. So 3 shields and a crit. And that is thrust control or receive a stress. Down to 5 on Bossk. Here comes Nim. 1 hit. Plenty of evades. Bossk range 1, 4 dice. Goes Dengar. And gets 2 focus. Blanks out on Poe. Down to 1 hull.
Maybe, just maybe. Piss off some autist.
Yeah, I wanted someone to be salty. Because that's how I season my coffee.
So, I can tell you what we're going to see out of Bossk. We're going to see a 1 bank right. And then a turn. May not get a mark this turn, but actually we may see a 2 bank, if that's green. See a big old U-turn.
Good morning, sir.
I know you were hoping to do that.
It hit me. I still think my other man.
Nim's got another harpoon, so he will gladly 2-bank over that. Take the target lock. Well, actually, he couldn't. He can't target lock in range 1 to 2.
I don't remember you being this funny, Nick.
I've gotten funnier in my old age.
Not already been, man. Hey, who's got my sword silver token?
It's called X-Wing 2.0.
Ryan.
Who's got my sword silver token?
So here comes a 3-bank. No, a 3-hard turn. Wow, okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, he's got 2 stress tokens.
Thank you. Okay, it happened. You stepped out.
So he's going to hold on to those.
The final game.
Connor beat me.
No,
So handily, it was embarrassing.
It was the best thing you could do.
Apostasis. Greetings coming over from the junkies. I was just talking to Pat this morning.
And then Harpoon, and then the...
Thanks, Mark, for hosting me. I just wanted to give you guys a stream, the centered camera, and stable internet. I love you, junkies. Alright, so boost away from Poe. Good call.
I could not
Oh,
believe
man, God. Ezra's dead now. Oh, no. There goes the Wookiee.
I'll try to get closer and talk quietly.
I didn't think they'd do it like I was doing like that, and also
I think the players can hear what I'm
also do,
saying.
like everything that I pretty much thought should be done.
The show must go on.
Well, they've been listening to people.
So we have to see a hard 3 out of Bossk. Doesn't have a choice that close to the board edge. So he's not going to be getting rid of that stress anytime soon. So he's not going to be daredeviling anytime soon.
You could blow his wallet. Turn 1.
Or focusing, for that matter. Dengar will help a little bit with that. But Nim's in a weird place where he really wants to harpoon Poe, but he has to get far enough away from him to do that. Let's see. Poe's regen 1 shield.
It's pretty fun.
Bring Sharon back when we have 2.0.
Right test. That was right there.
So here comes the 3 out of Bossk. Poe's not going to be there, but at least Bossk has pointed the right direction. 2-bank out of Nim. Gonna relieve his stress. Focus. Apostasis brings up a good point. Harpoons at a black 1, not likely. Yeah, you'd have to get a bump or something. Or put him in front of a rock. And here comes the boost. Going to be out of arc for Nim and Bossk. So regen to shield on that one. Poe up to 2 shields. Check an arc on Nim. So get a range 3. It hit. And focus for 2 of 8s. Back to dials.
Suture falls on the table. Your opponent has to fall. Because he can get anywhere, go anywhere.
You know what we may see is a really nice trajectory simulator in front of Poe and a target lock. So we can either boost into the bomb Or take the harpoon. That's a fun one. I mean, you take the bomb, because you can regen the shields. Never mind. It's not as good of a plan as I thought. Is anyone else there? In the chat or at the venue? Comes a 2-turn from Nim. Facing the right direction now. Focuses.
I wasn't doing that, then I moved and the viewers lost all of my those things, the little armor thing that was in the base. I was like, well, I guess I'm not playing anything.
Hey, Zeromus, thanks for following.
I wasn't going to email Fantasy Flight and ask for a little
Oh man, the junkies are always going to lord this over me now. When they gave me followers.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited about.
I'll never hear the end of it.
Spend $50 and all my shit's playable again.
So Poe regens the 3rd shield. Nope, that's Nim. There's Poe. Hey, looks like we're back to dials. Zero says he loves that Bossk build. Me too. Literally made it this morning before the tournament. He flies Daredevil Bossk a lot. Like Lots Razi, Tactician, plus thermal detonators. That was invented today.
And by the way, I had extra points.
Comes a boost out of Bossk. Just trying to keep pace. Apostasis says there can never be too much X-Wing streaming. I would agree with that, except today with Gold Squadron and FFG and X-Wing Junkies. There's a lot of competition. Why play Mangler if it's only middle arc? Hard to keep in. It's not hard to keep in when you have Daredevil. Because you can do U-turns.
These two and 4 Zs. Yeah.
Apostasis says, I hate that Bossk, but I don't fly scum.
I've done exactly that.
Well, you're wrong. But thank you. So we're probably just going to see the scum players go into the middle of the board and wait for Poe to fly past them. Not really sure what the ideal situation for Nick would be. I mean, drag these guys through the rocks. Hopefully they see...
Oh, okay. I thought that was that other finger.
Nick showing off his wedding ring, which happens to be on his middle finger. Zero says, okay, that's fair. If I didn't play Stress Bomb Nim, what crew would you play instead? The Jawa would be great. Yeah, Outlaw Tech is awesome.
I can't blast our streamer. That's not fair.
You can though. Just choose not to.
For some reason, my wife completely trusts me.
That is the dumbest.
Yeah,
Still dialing it
I have no idea what
I decided they needed appropriate music.
in. Zero, you can always put Hotshot Blaster on
Back when you asked.
a YV. It's 3 points, kind of expensive, but it can give you that sort of one-time 360 arc. Range 1 to 2, of course. But yeah, that's what's great about Daredevil Bossk is people think they flank you, and then you do a 3 hard turn and a 1 hard turn, and suddenly you're facing them. Alright, here comes the... Let's look at it, actually. Comes the boost out of Bossk. Probably have Nim turn in. They'll have 2 angles on this.
With a guy, and I'm not going to say his name, but he was super smart, total egghead, right? The problem with him was that he expected everyone to be at his
Yep, here comes the 2 turn out of Nim.
When he was trying to explain something to someone, and they just didn't get it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Smartest he is.
Ray in a fedora and a Starfleet uniform on May the 4th. I don't think we need to discuss that any further.
And give it a Connor for music.
3 hearts.
There you go.
Oh, I see.
That's your only.
I did a 4 straight.
Go to Connor.
So then,
He did this.
So is it just the door that you can't see through?
Or like,
Alright, you might not be able to cover it. Because most of them are at least.
Inspiring recruit.
Connor Shields this time. I did. Okay.
It's like Connor dialed in using other people's dials, but they had the same maneuvers. Forlom and Outlaw. Always loved Gonk 2. I love Gonk 2. I hate regen, but I love Gonk.
Alright.
Just never really used him effectively. Most of the ships you put him on, you can't get far enough away to regen and sacrifice the action.
I hate trying to talk about this stuff here.
There's 2 hits, hit crit, 2 evades. Oh wow, Poe actually turned around, I missed that. Range 3 throw rock from Nim. Harpoon.
Oh, this is going until Connor destroys his last ship.
What am I supposed to be doing?
we don't root for you, right?
Oh, that's right. He's playing the Ezra build, which I actually.
19 minutes.
So, Connor Chief can on stream. Just I wanted to say that out loud. Disc.
2-on-1.
Yes.
Everyone else
the only
finished
game going
the
on.
That's the only thing happening in the entire store.
Well, don't.
This here.
Everybody loves to watch a train wreck.
Does anyone want to
So it looks like Poe dodged that harpoon.
Wasn't streaming. I'm gonna FaceTime my dog. He wants to watch.
So Zero says LRS over guidance. Yeah, we talked about that this morning actually.
Now he's next door getting a drink, drinking away Soros.
And now I can't remember why we decided
Yes.
LRS over guidance. I mean, I think it was mainly for rerolls
It's like
with
you know him, Connor.
Dorsal. Dorsal's such a weak turret that
Wave 6.
wanted to have the ability to focus and target lock, so you'd have to target lock early.
Yeah, actually, but that's not.
That sounds like a bad day.
Yeah, guidance on Nim is great. Agreed.
He's next door drinking it away, so I guess
Dang. The worst day of the week. We're coming, go 3.
But Connor was confident that he could make his harpoons count, although that might have just proven that it didn't.
That's what we named the guy that lost all his games.
Comes a 1 forward from Poe. Got 17 minutes left.
Nick never gets that.
Target locks.
I
Bossk.
didn't want to bring all of my
Why not?
We
Connor
share
uses
you
them for
phrases?
shield tokens.
So Nick does have half points for Bossk.
I have enough to fill.
Range 2. No auto thrusters. Looks like hit and 2 focus.
Target.
Target lock. 1 crit. So hit, hit,
Blind
crit.
pilot, baby. Let's go. Get that blind pilot. Damn it.
That's not blinded pilot.
Damage sensor race. That's gonna can't do any action except the one on the card. Range 2. Obstructed from Nim. 2 hits. 2 evades.
And when you said he was sorry, here, I saw that.
Mangler Cannon range 2.
Was it like a wet whisper?
That's going to be a crit. Dengar into 3 crits.
What just happened?
And you know what Bossk is going to do with that. Double evades.
Wow.
Pops the crit into 2 hits.
I just did it.
So that's 2 shields.
Why not? We don't get here very often. So we gotta take
I know.
advantage.
Probably going to look for a bump on Bossk. And then try and finish it with a dorsal from Nim. Might even, if he can get the bump, he could move with
Stay slow on the front.
Nim and try to genius drop the thermal.
S, space, L. No, that would actually be the shirt.
What? You put your tiles up.
Almost getting you.
All right. This is not. I'm here for a moment.
All right, looking for the bump there.
Right, because now it's race thing.
He has to do a 3 forward and bump. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, wrong goalie song.
How much time?
We were in Georgia though.
14 minutes.
14 minutes.
14 and a half.
I got this, baby.
Where's the Avengers?
Not for good old slow play.
No, so we're in Georgia.
I'm going
Where's
quick
the
right
Avengers?
now.
Comes the 1 bank from
Best I can.
Nim. Now do we see him drop a bomb?
That ain't my fault. I didn't drive it.
Genius.
You're lucky it's not calling babies.
Doesn't care if Bossk takes it.
That kid saw what I was going for.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, really.
He's gonna focus.
Well, it would
Yep.
be for others.
It's gonna be a range 1 dorsal turret shot.
Wow.
Really?
So that's 1 damage into Poe, 1 damage into Bossk.
Trading phone numbers right now.
Third round. You won the third round.
Yeah, that feels great. Just what takes, right?
And a stress to both.
There's one more.
Range 1, dorsal turret 3. 1 hit. So we might just see
That was really working.
Bossk stay there. Nim drop his last bomb. Sacrifice Bossk.
Working for that one.
Well, no, that wouldn't work because
Work.
Poe would just regen 1.
Wow. Alright. Gotta bring some money home. Okay.
You're right. Poe's still at 1 shield.
You got a can?
So
Sit around the can.
I'm not going to see the sacrifice here.
Some beads in. Let me cool.
12 minutes left. You might just run with Bossk and let Nim try to take care of this. I think Connor's got 1 bomb left. Probably gonna see a Talon roll out of Nim. Yep. Dorsal is bad. Auto blaster would be better. Yeah, less reach, but possibly more effective. So we see a 3 out of Poe.
I think maybe on round 2.
Probably gonna go back to dials now. And that is a regen from Poe. And it does not look like Nim has a shot.
You can't get anywhere unless you go through the kitchen now, so.
So we'll probably just see these players run for 10 minutes, which is a shame, but well, Nim doesn't have it. I mean, Poe doesn't have much of a reason to. Probably see one more green maneuver and then a Talon or something. Or maybe he'll just start. Yeah, he could turn, come around these rocks, go up the middle of the board after Bossk, but Nim's going to be there throwing his last bomb.
Oh, sorry. No, you're good. No, I'm just saying. There was one time.
I think there was the time you were using the ghost.
And I tabled you.
Rolls for damage sensor array, flips it.
What do you mean you can't take the
So that's gone.
Basically,
Nim goes for a bump
he's got to kill that.
to get rid of his stress.
Kill the house here. Just hard, slow button. Head and off.
3-yard turn out of Poe. And a boost. So he's getting turned around.
It's just making me sad inside. People should be shooting each other.
It is a pass by.
So it looks like Nim is out of harpoons. Oop. He spent 1 thermal detonator. Actually, he spent 3, but he's got 1 left. Get rid of extra munitions. Yeah, that Nim is at 47 points. Oh, I guess you can see that too.
Yeah.
Comes a 3 out of Bossk, and I bet you will see a 1-heart turn. Kind of has to.
7 minutes to get his gates.
Right now.
4 minutes and 48 seconds. Excuse me.
Now, did Nim see this coming, and did he 2-turn?
Great. So, how much more time?
Nope. Went for the slow move.
But I have exhausted all of
He can't kill you, you can't kill him.
Oh, he wanted the
It's possible.
long-range scanner's target lock.
For either of you.
Comes a 3 bank
That ounce you've got
out of
left.
Poe.
Yeah, this is going
He's got to go there.
Yeah.
And a boost.
This could still go either way.
Excuse me.
I like your galactic episode. That's super cool.
Suddenly it doesn't look so good for Connor because he's not going to be able to get Poe into the, Nim into this fight, and Nim is going to go up there and PS kill Bossk.
Wow. So that's not how you roll.
Nim takes 2.
I've been giving Nick so much shit.
Somebody down?
Thanks. That one.
Oh, I get stuff? I mean, for the guy wearing the shirt.
Oh, missed the Black 1 title from the boost.
Where, on the thing? No.
Good point. Good point.
It looks like we're doing nothing.
Yeah, but that's because everybody says we're looking at it.
Killing Bossk does help Nick. That'd be. Oh, you're right. That's only half points. You'd go up to 52. You're right. I was adding 53 to 26, but that 26 is half points of Bossk. No, you're right. Thank you for keeping me honest.
We'll see. You can find out from We'll have somebody else add it. Keep going. You sure do, considering you're stressed and you have one direction to go.
Right? Did I miss it?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't done
47, 53, 22. So right now it's 55 to 26.
Okay, never mind. Wow, that's tight. That's really tight.
53 total.
Possible enough.
I can get. Keep going.
So, yep, Nick is just realizing that killing Bossk wouldn't help him too much.
4 minutes.
Uh-oh. Looks like my camera froze. Hold on. Oh no, I might have had a camera die.
Oh, that's very possible. I just didn't think he was going to bump.
Maybe he does absolutely.
That's a pretty good roll.
At the very end of the game, you can like reroll.
That'll work.
Murder.
That's it.
You can spend lots of Rosie for another bid.
It's already gone. He did it. Great.
What happened? What happened?
The big giant ship got removed.
Look at him. No way.
So Bossk is gone.
Look at him.
I'm
Huge,
gonna
man.
give
It's
him
huge.
a shot. I'm not gonna slow.
Did you just win?
Hey, how much do you think
So we're at 55 to 53.
Oh, sir, you scored 4 points.
When I'm like $100, when I'm like 7. Like I'm gonna put it in my will and give it to my oldest son.
That's right. That's right.
He's got just enough time to decide.
Oh man, of course the camera dies.
I didn't even get
How much else does Kurt have?
2 minutes and 45 seconds to go.
Looks like it was a good game though.
Not at the beginning, but I made it again.
Turn around, it's gonna take you only. Jeez.
About 2 minutes. We can do this.
Slow playing, Connor.
I'm gonna start hitting these ones.
Apostasis, yep, all ships give half points in 2.0. Very excited.
Long and hard.
I know what you're doing.
Think about
You
that.
have one move. That's all you can do. No, God.
Long and hard ends in 3 seconds. Not kidding. All right.
Think about your maneuver.
So Nim's down here behind my C-stand.
Long and hard. I'm like, no. No.
Action.
Should I re-acquire the same target lock or should I focus?
You should just. You
Target
should
lock.
choose what you're gonna do now. Then.
What I think, no, what I think you should do, you should use Genius.
Range check for target lock.
Oh, he's out of bombs. Wow.
Yeah, the trade bomb fund is over.
Range check.
Oh, I guess Nim is out of bombs. Poe is back up to full health. Three shields.
If you cheat a little and don't put it exactly in the templates, you can get range.
No pressure.
1 minute.
Oh.
How much help is that?
This probably doesn't help.
Cloak. Yeah.
Why wouldn't that?
It's got everything else. It's got everything else, right?
I figured he would have just modded it so much. I would have just got his cloak.
I was thinking too, that bomb. You'd be the
You play the wrong way, both dice down.
It's about to change things a little bit too.
Regen, yeah, I mean, it'll make regen kind of powerful, but regen's also now limited, so you can only regen a certain amount.
All of that for one.
It's time.
10 seconds. So this is the last turn.
Okay, thanks.
So Nim
No
has
pressure.
one
Connor
damage card on him.
should be safe.
Should be. But you said that. Why did you have to say that? Why did you do that to him? And now let me accidentally close out Friday.
I 300 owed everybody, so if you did, you can just re-enter that for me, okay? I mean, no problem.
I used to actually
Because you can't
do
turn
Excel
time
document
enough to
just
keep
for
close against it. I don't think
Well,
so.
no, he had maneuvers that would let us do that.
The problem is
Well,
That thing only has 4.
sorry for the technical malfunction,
He gets like 3 crits, and he blanks out on dice, and he gets.
but that is gonna do it.
You would have to do a talent or
5 points.
That is it.
Okay.
Connor wins.
Yay! Just like in the movies. Points Fortress.
So that's gonna do it here for us.
How thematic.
Savannah Line Games, Hexout Gaming. Congrats to Connor. Thanks to Nick. That was a fantastic game, even if it wasn't broadcast in the best format.
You want to throw your points in small base ships.
Thanks to everybody who subscribed and watched.
Are you surprised?
That's why Miranda's killing it.
Fly me after.
Till next time, this is Scott from Hexout Gaming. Signing off.
I'm impressed that nobody flew Miranda today.
Yeah, that's.
No, it's not.